Disney's newest animated film Onward tells the story of two brothers on an epic journey to speak with their late father one last time. Over the course of their adventure, the brothers learn important life lessons on self-confidence and what it means to find yourself. In this race against time, the brothers encounter many surprises along the way, and Ian learns how to become a more confident and powerful wizard and finds a role model in his older brother. Ian is the protagonist of Onward and therefore the youngest member of the Lightfoot family. Ian could be a pretty shy and introvert kid, especially at the start. He talks softly, keeps to himself, doesn't mind spending time alone. He seems too pessimistic and insecure, what makes him fight together with his brother, and unable to try and do plenty of spells initially. Ian is scared of driving at the beginning of the movie. He seems to be the type of person who keeps to himself and doesn't like change or confrontation. Ian is a nervous and anxious character. He can't even merge into traffic during his driving class. This can't even summon the composure to ask his classmates to his birthday celebration. He finds himself struggling to be more outgoing or to stand up for himself. Ian's shy and introvert character is a founding element of the theme of finding self-confidence in high school. From his jittery rambling when he converses together with his classmates to the trepidation of venturing out into the world. He understands the world he lives in and just wants to fit into that world, especially at age 16. Ian is certainly still grieving the passing of his father despite never meeting him. His insecurity in himself stems from the actual fact that he never ought to meet him. This character is sweet and determined with the most effective of intentions, but his lack of confidence and nervous energy makes him insecure and anxious. Ian is convinced that if only he had his father's guidance, his life wouldn't be so complicated and messy. However, as a result of not knowing his father at a young age, Ian developed a clumsy personality where he was afraid to do almost everything. This led Ian to be unconfident in his capabilities to try and do anything, despite him striving to be like his father, whom he admired such a lot. His other shortcomings stem from his core trait from the somewhat distant relationship with his brother and mother, and the fact he didn't have the father as role model in his early teenage life. During this adventure, Ian experiences several events which directly influenced and increased his self-confidence. As Ian and Barley embark on their journey, Barley encourages Ian to practice his magic in preparation for the resurrection of his father. At first, Ian can't perform a simple spell, but Barley tells him that he has to use his heart's fire in order to perform the spell. Pixar uses this phrase as a metaphor for confidence, to show that all Ian needs to succeed in his magic is courage and determination. Ian was afraid of driving, particularly of driving on the highway, and couldn't merge into the lanes. After a trial by fire of escaping the pixie dusters and with Barley's help, he managed to not only overcome his doubts of driving, but also became an excellent driver, enough to temporarily elude the police. Without hesitation and with courage in his heart, Ian heads off to battle the dragon sculpture, using every spell he knows when he tries to attack the boys to get the gem back. After the brothers' adventure, Ian became more confident and social, where he made new friends, accepted his mother's new boyfriend, who he was uncomfortable about in the beginning, and spent more time with his older brother. He stands up straighter, and although he is still awkward, he is now more willing to try taking risks. In a nutshell, self-esteem is your opinion of yourself and your abilities. It can be high, low, or somewhere in between. While everyone occasionally has doubts about themselves, low self-esteem can leave you feeling insecure and unmotivated. Either way, if you are wondering how to improve your self-esteem, here are some of our top tips. Make an effort to be kind to yourself, and if you do slip up, try to challenge any negative thoughts. Try to focus on your own goals and achievements, rather than measuring them against someone else's. It's also important to accept that perfection is an unrealistic goal. Read more about how you can accept things that are out of your control. Spend time doing the things you enjoy. You're most likely to think positively. Find people who make you feel good about yourself and avoid those who tend to trigger your negative thinking. This movie shows that the most important people in your life are the people you share important experiences with. Ian looks for a role model to help him become a more confident person and someone to share his experiences with. And it was very moving to see how that person was right next to him the whole time. These messages of confidence and finding yourself are very inspirational and motivational. Overall, this movie has a heartwarming sense of positivity and happiness, and serves as an uplifting respite in the middle of the turbulent times we find ourselves in. Check out one of our newest videos here. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on more videos about your favorite Disney and Marvel characters and the psychology behind them. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.